Right, so today I'm starting a little mini-series called Three Flavors of, the series where terrible decisions and regrettable Steam purchases combine into one wonderful video. So I should probably explain this series a tad bit more. It's gonna be a mini-series, but I have a lot of Steam games, and I don't play a lot of them. It's a bad habit, really. Sometimes you buy the cheap Steam games, and then you just don't play them. You don't even touch them. You don't even look at them. So you need a reason to play them. So the premise of this series is that I shall touch upon some of my Steam games. Most of them, as I already mentioned, I don't play. I need a reason to play them, but some of them I feel are connected somehow. You know, I play a lot of ARMA and zombie-related games, so I got a fair amount of those games. So in this series, Three Flavors of, I shall touch upon 3 games in my Steam library that I feel are connected somehow. So today, 3 Flavors of ARMA. There is a lot of ARMA flavors out there, and some of them are in my Steam library. So today we're touching upon Iron Front Liberation 1944, ARMA Cold War Assault, and Take on Helicopters. So first of all, Iron Front Liberation 1944. When you summarize this game, it's pretty much ARMA 2 in a World War II setting. So that sounds pretty cool actually. I mean, I heard about this, I looked into it a tad bit more, looked at some reviews, and came to the conclusion this is pretty much ARMA 2 World War II. Why are not more people playing this game? So went ahead and bought the game, installed it, and as soon as I actually played the game, I realized, oh shit, there's no multiplayer servers out there. So yeah, a while ago, a little over a year ago at this point, the GameSpy server shut down. Now ARMA 2 was also affected by this, but they integrated into Steam. Liberation 1944 did not, so there is no index multiplayer servers out there when you open up the game. There is still ways of playing multiplayer, but you need to use something like Tungle or Machi, and I kinda doubt that there is actually many, if any, servers out there still, so yeah. You can't really play multiplayer in this game anymore. It's still got single player though, but I mean, who plays ARMA for single player? Yeah, this game has a lot of wonderful World War II assets. It's originally based on the Eastern Front, Russia versus Germany, but later on they also added some DLC where they added the Allies with the Oma beach landing and everything, so it's got a lot of wonderful, high quality World War II assets. I mean, when you shoot the bolt-action rifle, it even cycles the bullet. I mean, ARMA 2 has the Invasion 1944 mod, which is okay, but this is a lot better. So it's kind of really a shame that you don't get to play this in multiplayer. It just feels like a lot of wonderful assets are just sitting there, and you can only look at them in single player. You can't use them with other people. It's a shame, really. Now, there is a mod that brings these assets over to ARMA 2 or ARMA 3, but again, you run into the server issue where there is probably not going to be too many servers out there that host that, since it is a mod. So, yeah, no multiplayer for this game. It's really a shame. And probably also kind of a waste of a purchase there. Now, it does have a campaign mode, as I already mentioned, and you can choose to play with the original languages. So you can go with Russian or German. Or you can actually go with English as well if you decide to do that. But I decided to try out the German campaign for a little bit with the original German voices. So it seemed to have decent voice acting. I mean, it wasn't gigantic high quality, but it was pretty okay. I could sort of understand some of it. I mean, my German isn't really that great, but yeah. Went to go hunt down some Russian paratroopers, and I missed most of my bolt-action rifle shots. Yeah, overall to summarize, it just feels like a shame that all these assets are out there. Wonderful World War II assets. I mean, I kinda like the World War II setting, but don't really get to play it. Anyways, moving on to ARMA Cold War Assault, formerly known as Operation Flashpoint Cold War Crisis. The naming is confusing, but it had something to do with Codemasters and Bohemia splitting off. Codemasters kept the Operation Flashpoint IP, and that's why Bohemia renamed it. But yeah, this is ARMA 1, pretty much. And as you would expect, well, I mean, if you found ARMA 2 to be clunky in some ways, kinda awkward, weird campaign pacing, and kinda weird voice acting, and kinda weird music usage, this game is even worse. It came out in 2001, I believe, and it's just weird in many ways. But it's interesting to take a look at and sort of see where ARMA 2 and then ARMA 3 came from. But that's pretty much it. As for shooting, it feels weird. I mean, this game was made when trackball mice were a thing, so I think my DPI is way off the charts because it's either sensitive as shit or my mouse doesn't move at all. So I should probably turn down my DPI setting and try aiming again, but That's way too much effort. I have to go into the Logitech menu and do that. I mean, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, I tried the campaign for a bit and some scenarios. Your AI teammates don't really seem to be that intelligent. We were sort of getting slaughtered in this one assault on his town. Our AT guy missed his shot with his Carl Gustav launcher, and we were just getting sliced apart basically. And then I got shot. So yeah, to summarize, this game is fun to take a look at, but it's got weird voice acting, so I wouldn't play it for too long. It just kind of feels weird, but it's interesting. Then finally moving on to Take On Helicopters. So this is based off of the ARMA 2 engine, and as the name would indicate, it's a game about helicopters. Yeah, so I've been told that this game is somewhere in between being a fun party helicopter game and being an actual simulator. So it's in that weird region in between those two things, so it's neater basically. I mean, it even says so in one of the loading screen tips that this is not a full-on simulator, so you shouldn't take your knowledge from this game and apply it to the real world, because you'd probably crash your helicopter. So I don't actually know what you're supposed to do with this game. I guess you can just sort of fly around if you like flying around in ARMA. But that's pretty much it. It also features a high-quality campaign where you get to fly around with your brother or something. I kind of quit out of that campaign because he wouldn't let me take sharp turns, so went to flying around on my own in Seattle instead. I mean, it does feature some extra maps and some more detailed helicopters compared to ARMA 2. So if you like flying, I guess it's interesting to take a look at, but other than that, yeah. I mean, it features some more advanced flying compared to ARMA 2, so you got actual collective, so if you lower or raise your collective, your rotor RPM is affected, and thus the amount of lift you get. Now we're gonna get into some science here, so basically lift force, it goes up, so if your rotor RPM is just normal, and the amount of lift you get is equal to the gravitational pull on your helicopter, then you won't go up or down. Now if you lower your collective at that point, you're gonna go down. And you're gonna keep going down until you crash into the floor. Now, ultimately, you can raise your collective and then you'll go up. I mean, it's Newton's second law in practice while flying around in helicopters in a video game. But yeah, that, and it's got some other more advanced things. I haven't really dabbled around with this game for too much, so can't really tell you much about that. I actually ported these features over to ARMA 3 in the advanced flight model, which I have not tried out either. But yeah. If you like flying around in helicopters in Seattle, I guess this is the game for you. As soon as you get down on the floor though, the cars will just pass right through you, so this is definitely an air-only game, pretty much. Yeah, these were 3 flavors of ARMA. I honestly would not advise the purchase of any of these games unless you really just want to try them out to check them out, or you're really interested in flying, but yeah, maybe if you do want to do that, you want to wait for a Steam Summer Sale or something. They probably go down for real cheap. They're pretty old games, most of them, so yeah, they're interesting. So yeah, there's a lot of flavors of ARMA out there, and these were 3 of them, so I hope you enjoyed this little video right here. I actually got some ideas for some additional 3 flavors of. I mean, I got enough Steam games in my Steam library to make a few more of these. We're not gonna go too crazy. I'm definitely not gonna try and buy more games to justify making more of these videos. It's just to sort of get to play these games. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next chapter.